great time in downtown Lyon.
What's that date again?
April 6th, from 11 to 8:30, all day event.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Brenda Ford? How you doing, ma'am?
My concern is the disturbance on 1838 Cleargate Road, where my husband and I passed a large road have resided over 46 years. Our neighbors, Thomas and Stephanie Brown, when they came, they brought chaos. They brought dogs, and they did not control their dogs. The dogs fought my shrubbery, they could dance in my yard, there's unmentionables in my yard. I got in touch with the proper authorities to resolve this, and I know that calls were made and warrants were served. And they slacked back for a while, but then business as usual. My concern today is because they don't live there anymore. I understand that they have moved to Silver, but their animals are still there, causing a nuisance. If you see them, if you drive by there, you will see only 2 animals in the yard, 2 dogs, maybe 3 or 4 cubs. But I saw Mr. Brown 3 weeks ago take 3 or 4 dogs and put them to the back of his land where no one can see them. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, I hear this every night. My husband and I are retired, but we can still hear these dogs barking. My husband isn't able to sleep now, but unfortunately, I am not. So I would like for this to be solved, because like I said, we're retired. We don't have a job to go to, but we deserve a decent night's sleep. Thank you.
Ma'am, what's your address again?
It's at 18, his address would be 1834 Peterkin Road.
Peterkin?
But my address is 1838 Peterkin Road. You're right next to me.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
What part of the county is that in, man?
That's in Marlboro.
I mean, what part?
It's
It's near Malone, then Street.
That's what I said.
If you're going to grab it.
Mr. Clyburn, you did some research on the statute?
Yes, I have done some research on that, and that was part of the packet I was going to give you in executive session, because it does involve some legal issues in the contract that we set forth with the Department of Recreation, State Department.
Okay.
So I have that in your packets for
Okay,
executive session.
back in the back, okay. Okay, that's conclude all our people that signed up for the citizen request. We will move on to the agenda accordingly. Public hearing. We now open up public hearing, ordinance number 839, an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of one or more economic development incentive agreements by and between Marlboro County, South Carolina, and Farrago USA Quartz Industries, a company formerly known to the county as Project Purity, to provide for both fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes and special sources revenue credit, incentive, and other related matters. Public hearing. Mr. Clyburn.
That's just the same energy project that we talked about. I'm sorry. That's the same one, right?
Yes.
It's the same one, 839 is, right, it's the same one that we've been talking about before.
Okay.
Nothing's new, it's just, this would be the third reading of the public hearing, right?
Correct.
Fair low.
The public, yeah.
That's Project Fury.
Do we have any questions from the citizens about order number 839?
Mr. McNeil, is everything on target with this particular project?
Yes, everything's on target with the project here.
I will say that I'm working on some issues with DHEC. I know Councilman Steen had asked me about that, some issues with DHEC. And as we know, when you're talking about some of the state agencies, they can take forever to do things like inspections, whenever you need it most. And so we're working it out, we're trying to get them to move a little faster for that company, because we obviously need that company to be in Marlboro County. And we don't want something like DHEC to derail that, so we're working on that.
Okay. There's nothing else, we can close, ordinance number 839 and open up ordinance 842. An ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of fee in lieu, a tax agreement by and between Marlboro County, South Carolina, and a company known to the county as Fax Holding LLC, a company formerly known in the county as Crystal Eagle, and acting for itself, one or more affiliated and other projects related thereto, sponsored to provide for a fee in lieu of ad valorem tax incentive and certain infrastructure credits to expand the boundaries of a multi-county park to include the project and other matters related thereto.
As we said before, that's just something that needs to be expanded within the multi-county park, located in Dillon County, but we get proceeds from that as well. So just wanted to make sure we do that. We do need to make sure we add this in.
We have any questions?
Mr. Administrator, could you explain the fee in lieu of taxes so our citizens can understand how significant that is for us?
So when we talk about fee in lieu of taxes, what we're most speaking about is when these industries come in and they may invest 10, 20, $100 million into their locations, that fee in lieu agreement is based on them being able to pay a certain amount of taxes to the county, and it's a set amount. And it doesn't change when things deteriorate or depreciate. It's there, it's kind of built into that depreciation. So we rely on that as a county to operate. That's why we have to get industry to come in. That's why it's important for us to put our best foot forward so the industry will want to relocate here. And we compete with a lot of other counties for that industry. And that's why it was important for when I hired Mr. McNeil as the economic development director to help move some of these industry in, because with those industry, I mean, it's one industry could be a couple $1 million in our budget, you know, and we know we need that kind of money coming in. And sadly, over the years, we haven't gotten many new industries to come in, and we haven't had many expansions within the industry that we have here. So we're working right now to make sure that we're bringing new industries in. It's not just jobs. That's the biggest part of it, citizens' jobs. But the other part of it is that fee in lieu agreement, the taxes that we get in that help the county government run. And that allows us, you know, one industry can allow us to do something like redo all the parks. You know, with $1.5 million, $2 million with one industry, every single year, we can do stuff like that. But that, again, comes with economic development and getting those fee in lieu agreements set for the county.
Okay. Any more comments on that ordinance? Public hearing on that closed. Ordinance number 843, an ordinance authorizing the execution or delivery of fee in lieu, a tax agreement by and between Marlboro County, South Carolina, and a company known to the county as Project Devon Holding LLC, a company formerly known to the county as Pineapple Palace, acting for itself, one or more affiliates, and or other project sponsors to provide for a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes, incentive, and certain infrastructure credits to expand the boundaries of a multi-county park to include the project and other matters related thereto. Open discussion. We have any from the public?
Everything is on target?
Yes, everything's on target.
That's the energy project we discussed.
Okay. We closed our ordinance 843. Ordinance 844. An ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of fee in lieu of tax agreement by and between Marlboro County, South Carolina, and the company known to the county as Project Dorset Holding LLC, a company formerly known to the county as Dancing Diamonds, acting for itself, one or more affiliated and or other project sponsors to provide for a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes and incentive and certain infrastructure credits to expand the boundaries of a multi-county park to include a project and other matters related thereto.
That's the same project.
Yeah, this within a 5-year You have to hit the goal within 5 years with a 30-year fee. And all of those were the same, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So investment is over a 5-year period.
5 years, you have to meet the 5-year period, it's 30-year fee in lieu.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
That's correct.
Okay. Any more? Okay. The public hearing is now closed. Old business, ordinance number 803, an ordinance amending the organization of the Marlboro County Economic Development Board, second reading.
So let me explain, we met with the partnership that was just this past Wednesday, and we know that the council gets their packets on Thursday. We met with them, we got some different questions answered. We talked about the different parts we need to go in there, got some opinions, and unfortunately, we didn't get the whole ordinance written by the next day. And we didn't want to wait till the day to give you an ordinance that you would just vote on right now. We want to give you time, so, and it's not a huge rush. We're going to get the ordinance to you so you can vote on it next meeting, and you'll be able to review it in that link. Because I know a lot of you are interested in the makeup and the structure of what we're going to be presenting. We don't want to just present it and then ask you to vote on it, within a few minutes. So we give that to you well over a week in advance of the next meeting, so you can have time to look at it.
Well, this is just a second reading. Can I get a motion for the second reading, ordinance 803?
So moved.
You can table that.
Can you table that? Okay.
I make a motion that we table ordinance 803.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay.
I withdraw my motion.
Okay. Motion been made and second to table ordinance number 803. All in favor? Show of hands. So move. Okay, now we're going to do the third reading on the, all the ordinance we just went over before. Ordinance number 839. I can be more than happy to read it again if everybody need to, or we just vote on it. Do y'all want me to read it again? We just read it?
Ordinance 839 is Fairglow USA Court.
Right.
That's Project Fury.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve it, ordinance 839.
All in favor?